And there's one other thing I don't think people pay enough attention to, and that is that the most preventable national security disaster, 12 million unvetted illegals that they denied were coming in the country. We don't know how many got away. We know they came from over 200 countries. Many were terrorized. You inherited that problem.
Terrorized? They were terrorized? They were terrorized,
these
everybody.
People, you know, terrorists, murderers, cartel members, gang members, child molesters. The list is dramatically high. So you had to add a national security threat that the country never had before. How do you find these needles in a haystack?
Yeah. How can we find more people? This is America. You're not supposed to be able to find me. Fuck you.
The way to do it is you deport the whole haystack. Then you don't have to worry about the needles. And that's what President Trump did. And that was the revolutionary approach he took to law enforcement. Listen,
that's revolutionary. It's revolutionary to just kill them all. When someone says kill them all, that's not a new idea.
It's easy for me to throw these accolades around. I'm telling
you. It's not a revolutionary idea to put people in concentration camps.
I was there. Like, I saw it. I had been a Secret Service agent for over a decade of my life. I had worked with federal task forces on financial crimes, counterterrorism, everything. Never had a president, any Republican or Democrat president, by the way, was bipartisan, ever taken seriously the deportation on a large scale of people in the country illegally. Never. He said, listen, we're just going to get people out who are here illegally. If 5-10% of them are criminals who committed a crime other than entering illegally, that's a whole lot of people. And by pure math, it's going to drop the crime rate. And I'm sure there are going to be people in there as well who may have been planning potential mass violence or counterterror. It's not hard when you get common sense back in the...
Yeah, it makes common sense. If you put everyone in concentration camps, it solves crime. Mussolini, he was able to destroy the mafia by putting people in concentration camps and murdering people in the street, mass graves. Mass graves does lower crime. Yeah, it works. Mass graves work. Is that how you want to live? Mass graves? Lower crime, mass graves, it'll lower crime. Or we can just, make sure everyone has enough so they don't commit crimes. That would work too. But we don't, we might have to tax the billionaires a little bit more. No, we can't do that. All right, mass graves it is. Mass graves. Don't want to tax the billionaires, mass graves. All right, here's the last one we're going to do today. I got to show the house today because I have someone coming over to look at the house. It's going to be kind of a short. I wanted to do, who's he talking about? Obama? Yeah. The deportation. Yeah, deport everybody. Barack Obama actually did go after people with criminal records first, and then they went after people who were recent arrivals, and then they started going back and back and back. So Barack Obama did it a little bit more thoughtfully, but he still and also did the DACA thing, right? The Dreamers, the deferred action for childhood arrival. That was important, but. Yeah, I mean, he did put people in concentration camps. It's not a revolutionary idea to put people in concentration camps. But again, you could do it with clipboards, really, in the beginning. You don't need soldiers in the street pulling people out of their houses. You could go look for people in prisons, wait for them as they come out. As they come out of prison, you can deport them. And that's what Barack Obama started out with, Yeah. Because the criminal justice system is always arresting people. A lot of times they arrest people who are undocumented, and they end up in jail for varying amounts of time. And then they call the government. They say, "Hey, we're releasing one of these guys," and then they come and they pick them up. It's that easy. They just come front door-to-door service, and then they get on a plane to deport them. That's the easiest way to get those violent criminals off the streets. Is when they're deported, when they get out of jail, you just pick them up. Unfortunately, I think it was something like 30% of the time the Trump administration isn't even picking these guys up. It's kind of funny.